I know it. I made a mess. Go. Hey everyone, welcome in. I just spilled my cup of water, so now I gotta clean it up real quick. So I got so much to do today. I gotta do some chores. I gotta wash curtains. I gotta eat. I haven't eaten. Let me eat something real quick. I gotta wash dishes. I got the door open, so if you guys see flies buzzing by, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. All right. Hey, Elizabeth. Thank you. My kitchen is a mess right now, actually. It shows up better on camera, but I got dishes. I was up super late. Actually, I never went to sleep. My husband had to go to, he's been working all week. So, hi, Jessica. Hi, Fi TV. So my husband had to go to work. Hi, Peel with it. And so I stayed up last night and I made him like I stewed some chicken and made some rice and stuff because, oh my goodness, I gotta close my door because I've got like 4 flies sitting here in my kitchen window. I was like thinking I was gonna enjoy the outside wind, but that ain't gonna work. Hang on. Oh my goodness! Let me get my tablet because my girl just texted me and hang on. Let me close this door. Go sit down. Too many flies in here. Too many flies. Daddy gonna get home. He will be mad at me. Go sit down. Can I have? Yes. You want some leftovers? It's just I made chicken, like chicken with some gravy and some brown rice. Let's see. So you guys, I'm at 600 and something watch hours, and oh no, 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 no. Oh my goodness, that's the worst news in the world. Yeah, my friend, one of my really good friends that I met on YouTube, she just, you know, when, yeah, so I'm just, you know, I'm not gonna talk about it because it's not, you know, YouTube business, but, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. It's my birthday today. I'm turning 10. Well, happy birthday! Happy birthday. And I don't know your name, but it looks like it's a banana. So happy birthday. Oh, but what I was gonna say is, okay, so guys, I have 600 and something watch hours, and my goal is to get to 3,000 watch hours by September 3rd. Okay, I did the calculations, and happy birthday, Grayson. Hi Sujan. You guys that are coming in, please go subscribe to my channel. This is just a family channel, everyday life. I'm just someone out here trying to make it through every single day, just like you guys. Um, I, I talk about scripture. I talk about my testimony. I talk about things that I've overcome, things that I'm trying to overcome. And, it's me and my husband, my mother-in-law, newly added to the family is my biological mom, who I've been talking to every single day and helping her with all kinds of stuff. And we are just living everyday life like everybody else. And I hope and pray you guys come join my channel so you guys can stay updated with me and grow. We can all grow old together and just see where life takes us. Um, Today I do want to hit a few points that I want to talk about. I'm going to be on live for about 3.5 hours. Like I said, my goal is to get to 3,000 watch hours by September 3rd. So I honor the Sabbath, right? Because we're commanded in scripture to do that. So I did all the calculations using AI, using Copilot, and the Copilot told me that if I do 3.5 hours a day, except for Fridays and Saturdays, I will reach my 3,000 mark hour by September 3rd. So guys, that's what we're going to aim for, because every little bit right now of income, it will help some of these goals that I have written down and knock them out. And so I don't know about you guys, but I use AI technology in a positive way. I use it to benefit myself. And you can use AI. I've used AI to do like whole meal plans, how to like lower my carbs. I used AI to help me with bringing my sugar levels down. And, there's a way to use AI. So, and I need all you guys to help me, because without you, YouTube is not possible, right? So, um, you know, so this is what consists of my family. My family is me, my husband, my husband has a son who's in California, and my mother-in-law. Hi, mommy, if you're watching. And then my biological mom. Hey, mommy, if you're watching. And then our two dogs, Sierra and Tango. You guys want to see Cici and Tango? Cici, Tango, come here, baby. You want a cookie? These are my pups. Come here. You want a cookie? Look, guys. Here. Just sit down. You can sit down, mama. You can sit down. You guys see my babies? This is Tango and Sierra. Oops. And they love their puppy cookies. These are the cookies I give them. These little pup cookies. And I wanted to talk about, so let me go get my my notebook, because the crazy part is there's a few things I wanted to talk about while doing these 3.5 hours on YouTube. Hey, Jackie, welcome in, girl. Hey, I'm going to, I know, right? The little fat babies. There's something, okay, so real quick, Jackie, I'm going to catch you up. I want to get my 3,000 watch hours, right? Because that's when you can get monetized. So I was up all last night, like trying to figure out how can I do it? How can I get my watch hours? Thinking about everything you taught me and told me. And guys, that girl right there, Us Never Them, if you haven't subscribed to her channel, please go check her out. She's like, she has been such an inspiration to my channel, like, or to me personally. She's been there to help me, encourage me, like to find my mom. I had like this block in my brain of fear, like not wanting to find my biological mom. But anyway, go subscribe to her channel. She's a family channel, and she's got all kinds of content, and she just has a whole bunch of vlogs too, like recently from coming back to Mexico. But there's a few topics I wanted to talk about while being on live. And one of them is sugar, okay? Because guys, I'm gonna scream this from the mountaintops, okay? I can't say this. I can't force you to trust me. I can't force you to take what I'm saying and know that it's truth. But let me share something with you. Sugar is a poison. It doesn't matter what form it comes in, okay? Sugar is one of the leading causes of cancers in our bodies, okay? And I'm talking about carbohydrates, and I'm talking about added sugars, okay? Listen, there was a study, okay, and I'm going to tell you guys, recently, in the last 2 years, I went to the emergency room. I was in this house. I woke up out of my sleep with my heart pounding out of my chest, and I thought I was going to die. My husband had to call the emergency ambulance, and they came in. All the paramedics came through my house because I could not stand on my feet. I was on the floor. I see you, girl. I was on the floor gasping for air. They took my blood sugar and they said, we have to take you to the emergency. You could have a stroke at any moment. That scared me, right? So that day changed the rest of my life, because I had no idea that sugar can kill you. And so I started diving in, researching all kinds of stuff, right? And mind you, my husband's family are on his mom's side, like, I don't know too much of his dad's side because his dad's not really in his life, but their family suffered from illnesses like cancers and stuff. And so it was like a shock to me. And then his uncle had just passed away from liver cancer, and it was just like I had to research, right? So then I started doing all this research, and guys, let me tell you something. Doctors do not know everything, okay? Just because they have on a white coat does not mean they have been handed the gift of knowledge. No, they are human beings, and everything that they know, they learn from a book. And they are told, right? Okay, so when you become a doctor, you have to take a Hippocratic oath. You have to basically say this oath and say, I, as the doctor, will promise to do this, and that, whatever. But the curriculum, you have to understand, they're all learning from the same books, okay? And if the books are saying one thing, that's what they're going to go by. But science has proven that sugar is the #1 cause of cancers in the body, okay? And let me tell you, there is this video that I watched of this doctor, okay? And that's why I love YouTube, because YouTube is a platform for people to be able to come out and share their knowledge without, you know, all the other stuff. But this scientist took, and I'll find it and I'll clip it to my channel so you guys can see it. He took a petri dish, right, where they put specimens, and he put cancer cells in this petri dish, and he fed the cancer cells sugar. And do you know what happened? The sugar metastasized. It grew, okay? Then they did extensive more research. And then, guys, I'm telling you, when you are a cancer patient and you go to chemo, and I learned this from another lady on YouTube, because she documented her entire chemotherapy you know, thing. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she died. She was like, she did her whole vlog about her journey through that. The first thing her doctor told her, stop eating sugar. She said, do not eat anything with sugar. Keep your carbs very low, because if you have cancer in the body and you keep eating sugar, it's going to grow and grow and grow. That's just the plain facts of it. And it has come out in research that, like I told you guys, that scientist fed those cancer cells sugar, and that cancer grew in that dish. And so that's just facts. So a lot of the things that we consume have hidden sugars that we are unaware of. And I'm a firm believer, guys, that food is our medicine, okay? Because the first thing the hospital wanted to do, they gave me a whole bottle of metformin, right? I still have it. Never took it. I told my husband, I'm not taking it. You can't pay me to take it. I'm going to pray. I'm going to fast, and we're going to figure this out. And that's exactly what we did. And because the doctors want you to think like, oh, the pills that's going to help, and the chemotherapy. Listen, don't feel pressured into thinking that doctors know everything, and they're going to tell you, they're going to scare the living mess out of you and make you think that what they say is gold, right? They're going to make you think what they say is God. But listen, there is healing that comes with following scripture and using what the Father in heaven has given us to consume, to heal our bodies. Now, back to the sugar, right? Okay, there was another study done, and they said, do you know why Mexicans, well, actually they said, do you know why among all the cultures and ethnicities in the world, Indians, and I'm talking about people from India, and Latin cultures are the least to have cancer diagnoses? They found out that in peppers, right? In your jalapenos, the seeds in jalapenos were ground down. And they were wondering, what is it that these cultures eat more of that other cultures don't? Chile. They took jalapeno peppers and ground down the seeds and fed it to cancer cells, and the cancer cells literally started to disappear. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. So, food is our healer. And look, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. Some people don't like following the biblical dietary laws, right? But let me tell you, pork is not your friend. Okay? If you have anybody that is ill in your family, stop consuming sugar and get off of the pork. I'm telling you, if you want to save your life, first you need to pray. Number 2, you need to stop eating the sugars and the caffeine. And 3, get off of the pork. There's so many other meats out there, and shellfish. Get off of the pork, stop eating the shellfish, and I'm going to tell you right now, you will start to change any diagnosis in your body. Number 1, you can't claim it. You have to rebuke it. You have to rebuke whatever the enemy is trying to put on you, and claim in the name of Yahusha. We use the Hebrew name, that it's not going to be able to have a hold on you. Now, let me teach you a little thing about sugar. Now, I don't know if I have anything with sugar in my house. Let me think. Hold on. Oh, actually, I think I do. I kept something because I was like, okay, well, maybe, I don't know. So, when you read a food label, right? When you read a food label and you have right here, total carbs, carbohydrates is just another name for sugar, okay? When you read total sugars, that's sugar, and then the included or added sugar, all those are sugars. You want all those numbers on your ingredient labels to read 0. And when it comes to ingredients, you want the fewest ingredients on your food. You see that? You want the lowest. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna hit you hard. All those energy drinks that people are out there drinking is killing you. Those Red Bulls, those Monsters, those Alani, whatever. I'm calling them all out. All those energy drinks are killing you, okay? There are chemicals in your food that you can't even read. Your body is not made to eat this stuff. And I'm telling you, because it almost took me out. It almost killed me. And because I removed the sugar and we started eating clean, we stopped eating the pork, we stopped eating the shellfish, my body was able to heal itself by the power and the mercy of our Father in heaven. My body was able to heal itself without without using all that medication. I know it, girl. I'm telling you. Those drinks and caffeine, coffee, all of it is not what the industry is selling. They're telling you, oh, America runs on coffee. And let me tell you, I was a fiend for caffeine, guys. I had every single coffee machine you could think of. The Nespresso, the Ninja Frother, the this, the that. I had it all. And I'm going to tell you, my husband was like, don't give me one of your caffeine. Don't give me your coffee. Because he was like, it made his heart race. And I used to love that feeling, but guys, one thing I learned was, if your body is tired, it's because you need to rest. America teaches us, if you're tired, go to Starbucks. If you're tired, make a coffee. If you're tired, go grab an energy drink. No, baby. If you're tired, go lay your butt down and rest. That's what they should be telling you. Because this world is run by evil people, point blank, period. They are not eating the things that they are selling us to eat. They're not giving those things to their family because they know it'll kill them. And these rich oligarchs in the world want to outlive and be on top of everything, okay? And I know we have husbands. It took me convincing my husband, like, please, RJ, please, like, stop doing that. Stop drinking that. Stop eating that. Still to this day, I fight constantly trying to tell people, please listen to me. I know this face may offend you, and I know I'm nobody. I'm nobody to listen to. But I have proof. I've witnessed change happen in the body. And I'm like, guys, maybe that's why it happened to me, so I can share with other people. The industry is trying to kill you, right? Because what do we have? We have our Savior who said, I come to give you life and to give you more abundant life, right? He came healing the sick. He came to heal the sick. And here's the enemy on the other side saying, oh, just do what feels good. Eat that sugar. Drink that drink. Eat that. Do this. And the Father's like, don't do it. Don't do it. Listen, we were made from the earth, right? Never mind all the stuff that they talk about. Oh, we came from monkeys. Whatever. That's not true. Okay? We are supposed to feed our bodies what comes from the earth, right? We cannot survive without water. And another thing, stop drinking purified water. You need to buy spring water, okay? Why? Because purified water is a joke. You're drinking empty water, okay? Everything I'm saying to you, if you're not taking it for face value, if you don't believe me, I want you to write it down and I want you to go research it. When you buy purified water, there's a process called reverse osmosis that they do to the water. They are basically sucking out all the nutrients that the earth provides in this natural spring water. Because when water runs down through a spring, it runs through the rock. If that's not prophetic, because our Savior's called the rock, right? So this water runs through the flinty rocks of Georgia or of wherever, North Carolina, Florida. And when the water runs through the rock, it provides nutrients like magnesium, potassium, iron, all these essential vitamins that your body needs to build healthy blood, to build healthy bones, to be able to produce white blood cells, which fight off infection, okay? But when they do the reverse osmosis to purified water, you get none of that, okay? So you are basically drinking empty fluid. Please listen to me. You have to buy spring water. Deer Park spring water is a good one. We like to buy the Deer Park spring water. When we stopped drinking that purified water, we stopped getting a lot of cramps. Our bowels started waking up, started working right. Guys, a lot of these diseases that are happening to our loved ones are preventable. And you have to choose life over your tongue. Just because it tastes good does not mean that it's healthy. Let me share something with you. I am a student of criminal justice. I study criminal cases. There was a case that I studied. I don't know if they sell it at Costco. I do know you can find it at Sam's Club or Publix, Walmart, all that. And I'm telling you, you can't wait, especially when somebody in your family has an illness. You have to start now, okay? Now listen, your body, when you start taking these necessary changes, is going to go into a shock because you're going to be detoxing, right? And you're wondering, why would I detox from food if it's not a drug? Guys, people that are making our food are scientists. These people have learned a chemical formula of how to keep people addicted to food, okay? They are scientists. They are evil scientists in their scientific labs figuring out how to formulate food so that our brains and our bodies become addicted to it so that you literally crave these things. Like, have you ever been like, oh, I am craving a Whataburger, or I'm craving a, that was me, okay? I'd be here and I'd be like, you know what, babe, I'm gonna run up to the Dunkin's, I'm gonna run up to the Starbucks, I'm craving this, I'm craving that, you know. A hawk just landed in my backyard. But yes, okay? So, sugar, spring water, you have to do this, okay? What are the things you're gonna detox from if you start changing your diet? 1, caffeine. You're gonna have headaches. You're gonna be thirsty. The same thing with sugar. Guys, I went into shakes. I woke up in puddles of sweat on my chest because I was detoxing from sugar, detoxing from caffeine, all at the same time detoxing from Xanax. It was the worst. But let me share some of the things that you need to ingest into your body in order to heal your body. So if you're writing a list, number 1, stop all the sugar. Sugar, bad. Carbohydrates, keep it low, low carbs. You want to focus on high quality protein, right? Beef, fish. So I would suggest, I would suggest ribeye steak or even New York strip steaks with a very healthy green spinach salad. You want spinach, okay? You don't want to buy ranch dressing. You don't want none of that. If you're buying dressing, you want to buy dressing that has the oil and the vinegar, okay? Because the vinegar is actually going to heal your body, okay? So for breakfast, what could you eat for breakfast? For breakfast, eggs. Eggs are so healthy for you. But for a man or a woman who works, like my husband, I can't feed him eggs in the morning because he needs the energy. Eggs don't provide a lot of energy, so what do? I stew chicken or I make him a steak. You know, like I make him what people would normally eat for dinner for breakfast so it could fuel him throughout the day. But you want to focus on healthy fish like this. Let me show you. And I'm telling you, this is what will heal your body. Because it healed mine, guys. It healed mine. Okay, so you want to buy Alaskan sockeye salmon. This is wild caught. You want wild caught salmon. Okay, that's okay. That's okay if people hate fish. There's other things that you can eat. There's other things you can eat and other things that you can do. But you want to stay off the pork. Listen, let's do this. Let's say somebody doesn't want to, it's like, oh, I'm not so sure about the Bible thing. Okay, fine. I have scientific evidence to prove to you that it's not just the Bible confirming that pork causes cancer and diseases. There's plenty of videos on YouTube University, and they tell you pork, whether it's cooked or not cooked, carry thousands and thousands of parasites and diseases. If you only knew the bacteria that you are feeding your family in pork, you would be devastated, because it's only a matter of time, guys. When you eat pork and shellfish, it's not good for you. Never mind if you don't want to listen to the Bible. These things are not supposed to be consumed. That's why it tells us in scripture, don't eat it. I know it. Me and my husband, we liked the bacon, we liked the pepperonis, we liked the pork chops, we liked the fried pork chops with ketchup, all of it. Okay? But I'm telling you, when people go to these doctors and they tell them, oh, you know what, this is what's going on, the first thing we want to do is we get scared, right? All of a sudden, we're like, oh, Father in heaven, help, please forgive me. Yes, that's the first thing you want to do. Do it. Run to your closet and pray and ask for forgiveness, and then you got to do the work. You got to put your feet to the ground, and you got to do the work, because the Father has already provided the knowledge for you. He's already saying, hey, don't eat this, eat this, okay? And that's our responsibility, guys. It's so easy. It's so simple. And any of these diseases can be reversed, especially when you catch it early. But the answer is not to run to these doctors and be like, oh, yeah, pump me full of chemotherapy and all this stuff. Now, has it worked for some people? I don't know. Because you know what? I'm a strong believer that there are fake cancer diagnoses, because cancer is a business, guys. It's a billion-dollar business, okay? And I will say this until my dying day. They are out to kill the minority. That's just proof. So you have to take your health into your own hands, and you have to say, today is the day. I did it. I went into our kitchen when I got home, and I was able to get enough strength. We started throwing out everything. I don't care. We're not eating anything with sugar. We're not eating anything with all this processed ingredients. We stopped eating out, because another thing, guys, when you eat out, you have no idea what these people are putting in your food. None. You have no idea how much sugar they're feeding you. You have no idea how much salt they're putting in your food. You have no idea what ingredients they're using. None. And why are you eating stuff that you can't even read? Like, I can't even find something in my house that has an ingredient you won't understand, because I was like, we're not doing that no more. Because when you look at your husband or you look at your wife and you're like, this is the person I love, right? These are the people I want to make sure are healthy. Like, if their care is in my hands, I want to do everything possible to make sure that they live the best life that they can. So as wives, guys, if you have husbands, it's our response, and they trust us. Think about how much trust our husbands put in us as wives to cook their food. That is a lot of trust, and they're trusting us to be like, okay, if you say it's good for me, I'm gonna eat it, right? My husband tells me all that all the time. I always ask him, what do you want to eat? And he's like, I don't care, just put it on the plate and I'll eat it. And so for me, that says a lot. That's like, wow, my husband really trusts me to feed him food that's gonna to give him energy and to heal his body and not to harm him, and so even last night I couldn't sleep because I wanted to sleep, but I could not sleep with the thought of me not having some food ready for him to take to work. I couldn't do it. So I had to get up and I had to cook, and I stewed chicken all night, and I made some rice, and it took like 5 hours to stew that chicken. I went to bed at 5 o'clock when he was getting up for work, and I had just finished cooking him dinner because I could not sleep. I was not going to be able to sleep without knowing I had cooked him something healthy to take to work. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much information that I have on sugar and cancer and how to heal the body. Let me show you this tea. This tea is amazing. Okay, look. You can find this at the Walmart. If you don't have the Walmart app, you can download the Walmart app and search, you know, like in store. Let me see. Okay, so if you have the Walmart app, let me see. Do I have it on my tablet? Yes. Okay, so download the Walmart app, and up here, you know, put in all your information for your local Walmart, and you can type up here, let me see, hibiscus tea, right? And then up here at the top, put in, see, okay, so there it is. Right here where it says in store, you want to hit that where it says in store, and it's going to show you all the products that they have in your store. And see, there it is. This tea right there, and it'll tell you where to find it, what aisle number. See, it'll tell you the aisle number. This tea, a lot of us Mexicans drink this tea. It's called hibiscus tea, Jamaica, right? But the way we used to drink it is how, right? The tias and the tios and the abuelitas, they used to make hibiscus tea, Jamaica. They put tons of sugar, right? That's the only way. No. This Jamaica tea is a healing, this is medicine right here. This has so much anti-inflammatory properties, and that's another thing. Illnesses causes inflammation in the body. That's basically what cancer is. It's inflammation that builds up. You're right, with tons of sugar. The agua frescas that you would get would be the Jamaica and the horchatas, right? And let me tell you, a lot of us Latino families, the reason why a lot of us are sick is because of sugar. Hey, Maleja. So, yeah, guys, I'm very passionate about this subject because it happened to me. Okay, that's why I'm like, you can't. Hi, chili guy. And so, I'm passionate about, because the enemy tried to attack me. Well, he did attack me and my husband and my family. Listen, guys, I know the fresh flowers, but Jackie, you can order it online from Amazon. Or hey, you're going back in 2 weeks, right? You can buy it. Make a list of things that you can buy, because I'm telling you, these other countries, girl, they got it. And also, cinnamon. So what I do is I make a cup of hot tea, right? I make a cup of tea, and yeah, you can, Jackie, please, by all means. And put a cinnamon stick in there for your husband, and put the Jamaica tea. These are, and I'm telling you, he has to focus on clean eating. Nothing in a package, no candies, no dulce, no energy drink, none of that mess. I'm telling you. You have to get strict. My husband was so hard-headed with things. There's people in our family still to this day. We try to tell them, stop eating the breads, stop eating the guys. That's another thing. And there are young people waking up. Listen, guys, I don't know if you follow the news, but you could research this on YouTube. There are so many young people dying of colon cancer, and it's unnecessary because the ingredients in our food is what's killing us. There are additives in our food. They're called emulsifiers. This is things that makes things thick, okay? You find emulsifiers, and a lot of people don't have this knowledge, because who's teaching this? Who's out here teaching us that sugar is a poison, right? Oh, that's right. I never told you about the criminal case that I studied. There was a criminal case that I studied in school. Okay, and I brought this up because of the poison in our food. So this woman was poisoning her family every day by putting a chemical in their soda. Just a little bit, just a little bit, you know. She'd put a little bit, and the reason why she put it in the soda was because the chemical actually tasted sweet and they couldn't taste it. But just a little bit every day started building up in the body, and it started building up and building up, and she killed off every single one of her family members like that. And it made me think about what the food industry is doing to us, or was doing to us, because me and my husband, we don't eat like that, guys. We don't even eat out. Like when we go on trips, like if we're going to Atlanta or we're going to Florida, we pack all of our stuff. We are cooking in the hotel room. We are not going out to eat. We just won't do it, because it's like this. You want to kill yourself for something that tastes good, or do you want to live a long, healthy life to be able to live a life with your family? It's that simple, you know. But she ended up killing off all her family because she was feeding them a little bit of poison in their soda every day. And that's what the food industry is doing to us. They are killing us by the ingredients that they're putting in our foods. I'm not kidding you. This is what I did. I took packages of our stuff, right? Like the stuff we used to eat. And I sat down on my computer, and there's no excuse. We have tablets, cell phones, internet, laptops. All this information has been downloaded into the internet, a place where you can go study this yourself. So I was like, you know what? What makes a doctor different from me? Nothing. I can study. I know how to study. You let me do the research. I literally took the ingredient list, and I took each word, each ingredient, and I typed into Google, what is this, right? And it would say, this is a chemical used in foods to emulsify and keep the liquid thick. I put, okay. So then I take that ingredient name, and then I put, what are side effects of this ingredient? Oh my goodness. When you start reading the side effects, it's like temporary blindness, cancer, heart disease, liver failure, endocrine disruptors, hormone disruptors. And I'm like, only in America. Hey, Marty. I'm like, only in America. I'll text it to you, girl, because I ain't trying to give these people no ideas on how to, you know what I'm saying, take out their families. But, yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy. When you start, guys, did you know that Canada will not let you take in certain foods from America into their country? And you're like, why? Well, because they don't want to kill their people. Like, why is it and only in America, right? And we're like, yeah, okay, you know, people fight for freedom, and they fought for the freedom to be able to kill us in our food. That's the truth. They have the freedom to do that because we gave them the right to do that. We said, hey, you know what? We're going to fight for freedom, and we want freedom. We want freedom of speech. We want freedom to be able to make anything we want to make and sell it to the people. That's just home of the brave, land of the free, right? Like, we gave them that right. But you have to take your life into your hands and say, not anymore. Not anymore. Okay? Even down to the toothpaste. Guys, it's so crazy. The toothpaste, deodorant. Let me tell you, your skin on your body is the biggest organ that you have, right? And your skin absorbs everything you put on it, okay? You put lotions and creams and makeup, and your body ingests it through your skin, and guys, it's crazy. But I just wanted to talk about that because today I got to be on live for 3.5 hours, and we gonna hit that goal. And let's go to my office because there's some things I want to talk to you guys about in there. Because dishes will be here. I still haven't ate my lunch. Do you guys have any questions for me? Because I'm here to answer them. Let's go to my office so I can talk to you more. A few other things we gotta talk about. Girl, you know I'm gonna be hitting you up as soon as I get off of this YouTube, because I'm gonna help you for real. Like, there's no reason this, well, that's what we're supposed to do, is help one another, right? And I'm gonna be praying for real. Matter of fact, let me don't panic, Jackie. Don't panic. Don't panic. But you have to take this seriously. I'm telling you, I almost lost my life because of the things that I was putting in my mouth. I'm very passionate about this, and you know I can talk about this for days and on end, because there's no reason for us and our families to be suffering like this when we can take control. And you have to be serious, and you have to make sure your husband is just on board 100%. I'm eating some chicken thighs that I stewed down, and with some bell pepper and onion. Girl, I no longer see food as pleasurable. I just use it for energy. Food is energy. Yeah. And you know what, Jackie? Because I was one of the ones that was buying all that stuff and eating it and thinking like, oh, this tastes good. And here it is, I'm feeding it to my husband, and he's being diagnosed with like high blood pressure and fatty liver, and you know, his cholesterol was out the roof, and I just felt responsible, like, oh my goodness. And then when I really started researching these things, I'm like, these people out here are trying to kill us. They don't care about what they're feeding us. They just want to make a dollar bill. Hi, Mom. And so I'm very passionate because it happened to me. There's nothing that shakes your being of when you think you're about to die. And I literally thought I was about to die. For someone to look at you in the face and say, we got to take you to the emergency room because at any moment you can have a stroke. That shook me, because RJ's stepdad had just passed away a few years earlier from a stroke. And I had to witness like what that did to RJ's mom. And just, it was devastating, you know, like it's devastating to know like these things can happen, but they're preventable, you know. And sugar, especially when you have a diagnosis like that, you have to be careful with sugar. And I'm telling you, girl, those Red Bull drinks have, I'm going to send you a documentary that I want you to watch, because I know I can be talking about this all day, right? But when you see somebody who's actually a scientist say it, it clicks, you know? And you know what? When I went back to the doctor, right? Because they wanted to put me on insulin. They wanted to put me on metformin. We said no. When I went back in 6 months, actually I went back in 3 months. Girl, the doctor was asking me, how did you do it? How did you lose weight? How did you bring your cholesterol down? How did you bring your blood sugars down? How did you bring your A1C? And I'm like, number one, I didn't listen to the doctors. Yes, Jackie, listen. Stop blending your fruit. What you're doing, real quick, let me give you a quick lesson. Real quick, because I was a smoothie fanatic, girl. and thinking, oh, I'm gonna be so healthy drinking the smoothies, right? Okay, fruit was never meant to be blended. Okay, what you're doing when you blend up fruit is you're removing all the fiber. So when you eat a whole piece of fruit in its form, you're keeping intact the fiber. And what that does for your body is in your stomach, it slowly breaks down, right? It slowly breaks down. But when you blend that fruit, you've broken up all the fiber content. And now you've turned that fruit into fructose and glucose. That's what you've done. And you have to consume the fruit whole to get the maximum benefits. But you don't want watermelon. Don't give him watermelon. Right now, Jackie, for this whole month, I'm telling you, girl, if you want to change what has been put on you for 1 month, you have to tell him you have to eat very healthy beef, chicken. I'm talking about, let me show you what I'm talking about. Because this is why I had to learn how to cook, Jackie. Because before, I was making enchiladas. I was just doing all the Mexican stuff, you know, like what we're used to. I had to learn a whole new way of cooking. Hang on, let me show you this. You see these fancy little recipes like this? You got to get fancy with it, girl. Because you know why? These rich people out here, these are secrets they don't want us to know. Because this is how they're living their long lives and living till they're 90, eating like this. Eating healthy. Eating, you know, eating vegetables. Eating stuff like this. See that? And let me tell you, when we first started eating vegetables again, what's the best thing to do to fast? You want to fast? I'm telling you, fasting will kickstart his health journey. It will. But he can't do it on a day that he's working. This is what you do. You're going to start with a 12-hour fast. You're going to make sure that his last meal of the day is at sunset. Whatever sunset is in Texas, right? Yeah, Mom. Okay, so whatever sunset time is for Cake in Texas, that's his last meal. Go for 12 hours. Start for 12 hours. Don't jump into it and do like a 24-hour fast. You start with 12 hours, okay? And so you'll go, let's say his last meal is at 7 p.m. He'll go from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's 12 hours. You start there. Do that for a few days. And if he can do that, then then you go from 12 to 16, right? So then from 7 a.m., go for 16 hours. But see, that's going to be hard because he works. But you could start on fasting on caffeine. Start that first. I'm going to tell you guys, eating right is a spiritual thing. You have to understand. Everybody knows the story of Adam and Eve, right? Everybody knows the story of Adam and Eve. What's the first thing that the devil tempted Eve with in the garden? I'll wait. Anybody got the answer? Food. He tempted her with food. He saw the fruit on the tree that she was not supposed to touch and said, "Ooh, this is good to eat." And she ate it. And now look. The devil has been using food as a tactic since the beginning of our creation. It's a spiritual thing. I've heard people tell me, I gotta have that taste. I gotta have that sweetness. I used to be the same way. Gotta have it. There's nothing like having to look at your husband. Guys, and I adore my husband. My husband is my best friend. It would be over for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be it. But there's something that happens to you when you have to look up at your husband on the floor, being carried out of your house half naked, weighing the heaviest you've ever weighed. Guys, I was close to 300 pounds. Having the paramedics tell him she could have a stroke at any moment. After having to deal with his stepdad dying of a stroke, his uncle just passing. When we moved to Georgia, one of his aunts passed away. I mean, death after death after death. And now his wife. And it's all something I could have prevented. Now, can something happen tomorrow? Yes. But I pray, and I know what scripture says, and I pray for protection over me and my husband. But the one thing I can do is make sure that whatever's going in my mouth is not going to be killing me or him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Don't worry, baby girl. Yeah. Yes, Jackie. Praise God. Praise Almighty in heaven. Because you have to. And this could be a whole new vlog series for you. You know what I'm saying? Make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at your children. That's exactly what I had to do. I had to look at myself. I had to look at my husband. And anybody outside your immediate family, you can tell them till you're blue in the face. But if they want to keep eating the mess that they want to eat, they just going to keep doing it. But for you and yours, it's so important. It's so important. And it's expensive, but it's doable. Your husband needs to concentrate for the first month. Healthy meat, grass-fed beef, any beef, it doesn't matter. Just get beef, lamb, and salad, green salad, kale, spinach. He ain't gonna like it at first. It's gonna be a huge change. Yeah, it is. It is, Jackie. The strongest thing you have, my girl, is faith. You have, listen, Jackie, I've known you for almost a year now. And if there's one thing I can tell any stranger about you, is that you're motivated, you're encouraging, I get emotional because Jackie was a stranger to me about 6 months ago. And Her friendship has done so much in my life that you would never understand, Jackie. And I'm sorry you're going through this, but it couldn't have happened to anybody else because they can't handle what you can handle. You have to understand that. You have to understand that the next person couldn't handle this. And the reason it was allowed to happen to you was let the Father's miracles be shown in your family. You know what I'm saying? You're a strong woman. You're a beautiful wife and a beautiful mother. And I am so thankful that you allowed me to be a part of your life as your friend. I'll tell any stranger, Jackie. If anybody asks me, who is she? What is she about? I would have only good things to say about you. Girl, even watching you walk out of that dentist office having 2 root canals, I was like, how is she walking right now? Listen. Girl, you got me in my emotions. Because sometimes we don't understand like the benefits that people can have in our life. And I remember like watching Jackie on YouTube, right? And it was like I found her channel like at the perfect moment in my life. Like I just needed another woman to like encourage me, you know? Like sometimes you just need a friend to say, hey, it's okay to feel overwhelmed when you are taking care of your house or your husband or taking care of your dogs or doing the dishes and cleaning all day, or you just needed someone else to like, to see someone else doing it. You're like, yeah, okay, man, look at this woman. She gets up before the sun comes up. And this is when she was working. You know, she gets up before the sun comes up. She goes to work. Then she comes home and she's taking care of her children or taking care of her husband. And it's like, I always think about like the biblical days, like when all the women and stuff, they lived in one like village and they were teaching each other and helping one another. And like YouTube can be used as a positive place or you can turn it into a negative space, right? And YouTube definitely became a positive place. And I remember like, I gotta send this lady an email, you know, because I was on her lives and I was chatting it up, and I remember her saying like, you just don't know who you be chatting it up with, like you could be talking to robots. And I was like, I'm gonna send her an email, let her know like I'm a real person and thank you for being encouraging and uplifting. And I sent her that email and she responded, and I was like, okay. Because I was at the point in my life where I was like, man, like you don't know what tomorrow may bring, right? And for those people around you, you have to just let them know like, hey, what you're doing may not seem big to you, but you're impacting my life. Like Jackie didn't know me from Adam. She didn't know me. You know what I'm saying? She lived in Texas. I live in Georgia. But what she was doing and showing of her life was encouraging me to keep myself going, like to keep me motivated every day. You know, like, yes, is my husband my best friend? Absolutely. Absolutely. But sometimes as a woman, you just need another woman to just encourage you, you know? Like, who else can encourage a woman but a woman? Because they know what you go through when you're a wife, you know? You know, like, man, yeah, sometimes I get lonely here at the house because my husband's at work and I'm constantly, you know, worrying about his safety and his health out there. And But I kept myself distracted by watching Jackie's channel and watching her like cook for her family. And yep, it is hard because I think sometimes people around us, Jackie, forget like we're human too, right? And they expect us to be like superheroes, or you know, just nothing ever hurts us. And I'm like, yo, I am the most sensitive person, I think. And I'm happy I'm like this now, because I used to not be like this. Oh, Marty's busy today. But yeah, I am very sensitive to stuff because this world is hard, guys. This world is hard. And if there's one thing I'm looking forward to, is like the peace. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about bingo. Oh, Marty, Jackie got me crying because I was telling her, just like you too, Marilyn. You women on YouTube, you just don't know like the different lives you're impacting out here, you know, like. And when I watch Marilyn's vlogs or Jackie's vlogs, and it gives me something to look forward to, and it's encouraging. And it's like I got emotional because you women just, I can only say so much, but if you were in my heart and in my mind, like, you would understand how much you've helped me. And I would have never, ever, I would have never wanted to reach out to find my mom in a million years. That was a place in my head that I had just tucked away, and in my heart that I had just closed off. Like it was a book that I would sometimes go in and read about it, but I had closed it off. Like, no, that's something, you know, because I was so scared of rejection. I didn't remember my mom, you know, like when I was young. I was a baby. I was like 2 years old, which my sister actually helped confirm that I was 2 years old, you know, when the state came and took us. But I was so scared of rejection that I just never, ever thought about finding my mom until Jackie did her interview with me and was like, you know, why don't you want to look for your mom? And I remember getting off of that interview and being like, why don't I? Like, what am I so scared of? Like, Iris, you've been through like so much, and the Father has protected you all this way. Like, what else, you know, what can man do to me that has not already been done? The Father in heaven has got me. I know he protects me. So like reaching out to find my mom, I can't give any credit other to, I remember my husband, he had mentioned it like once, and I was like, I don't know, you know, like I just kind of brushed it off, like, I don't know, because it was something I never wanted to think about, because I was always so scared of, like, you know, she's got her own life and she's probably had more children, and what does she want with me? I'm probably like a memory she wants to forget, and you know, but I've gotten so much happiness. And like I even told Jackie, like, I feel so alive being able to help my mom with such simple things, you know, like getting her Medicare in order and helping her with medical transportation and doing stuff like that. It's like such small things, but I feel so honored to be able to do that. Like, to be able to like honor my mother the way the scripture says, and her to be you know, like to reciprocate, like to accept that help so openly, you know, because she could have been like, I don't know you, I don't trust you, like, you want me to, you know, and I would have been like, yeah, cool. But I remember her, when I first reached out to her and talked to her, she says, Mija, I don't want any help. Like, I don't want no money. Because my mom, she's cut, you know, she's like cut, she'd tell you straight up. She's like, I don't want no money, because I'm sure, like, you know, coming from the life that she's lived and I've lived, like, you got to be blunt. Like, I ain't trying to find you, because I was scared my cousin, I was totally afraid my cousin was thinking I was reaching out to her because I needed some money. And I was like, hey, I told her, it was funny because I told her straight up, like, I just want you to know I ain't reaching out because I need money. I'm just really trying to find my mom. And my mom told me straight up, she's like, Mija, I don't want money. If you want to help me do this. Help me get my benefits in order. And I'm like, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I am on it. And you ladies are just so strong, and like you've shared so much of your life on YouTube. Like I can understand how people are like, they want to connect, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I just watched Madi and her sister, like her 10 years from being cancer free, and I'm like, wow. And she shared that journey of her being the confidant, like her being the one to take Nikki and to take her sister to these treatments, and I've even heard Madi say, like in her vlog, that because of that, she deals with a lot of anxiety, because it shakes you when somebody that close to you is dealing with an illness. But for her sharing that, and when I watched the 10-year cancer-free video, man, I was in tears, because I was like, wow, like we actually were honored to be able to experience that with her, and I just want to encourage you ladies that, like your videos are helping other people out here. Like your friendships are helping people. It's not always negative, But back to bingo. Guys, I gotta get a fan. I know, girl. I be crying when I watch videos about dogs or animals, like, and tell me why. I hate that YouTube always puts that St. Jude commercial with the babies who are sick. I hate it. I'm like, don't put that in my feed, man. I'm trying to be happy. I'm not trying to be sad. No. Hi, Peel with it. Yeah. But Madi, like I told Jackie, I always feel like certain situations happen to certain people because the Father in heaven knows that we are capable of handling that, like the scriptures say that he won't put more on us than we can bear. But I do believe that as human beings, we put on more than we can bear. But like, I feel like, Madi, that situation happened to you to test you, like to test you to see if you were going to be that friend to Nikki, if you were going to be that sister, who was going to be there and help them. It's like a testing of your faith. Yeah. Your sister-in-law. I didn't know if she was your sister-in-law or your friend. Well, I know she's both, but I didn't know. I wasn't sure. But, it's so beautiful that you shared that journey of being the friend, like you always see vlogs about the person who's actually going through it, but you never really see the person who's the support, and thank you, by the way, for sharing that, such like an intimate moment in your life with us, and your sister and your sister-in-law like allowing you to share that with us, because that was so beautiful. And what was more beautiful is that they're okay, and that's how we have to be with each other as a community. We have to be uplifting and encouraging. And if there's something one knows that the other doesn't, like, let's educate each other. Madi, what do you mean now, your husband? Guys, I gotta make a prayer list, man, because the enemy seems to be attacking right now. Okay, so we're praying for healing. Jackie, I don't even know your husband's real name. And I don't want to be praying and saying cake, like, Father, please bless cake. Like, what I mean? Like, what is your husband's real name? Okay, I'll put Jackie's husband. Julio, okay. Oh, okay, so that's how you got like Angelique right? Juli, and then Angel, like that. And then of course Maya. How did you get Maya's name? I love that name, Maya. It's so pretty. And then one of my singers, girl, one of my favorite singers in all life was Maya. Marty, what do you want to share, like what's going on with your husband? Is he having to help someone too now? Oh, is that how you spell Maya's name? Oh my goodness. Tell me that's how you, not how you spell Maya's name. Is that how you spell it? Girl, that is such a pretty name, Maya. Because, so the Hebrew name for the Father in heaven is this, Yahuwah. You see that? It's backwards, but look. You see Y-A-H? So her name literally has Yah in it. And a lot of our ancestors in the Bible, a lot of their names had Yah, A-Y-A-H. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. Okay, so bingo was fun. I don't know if I told you guys, we didn't win anything, but we learned how to play the games. Now, I don't know if they're going to change the games every time we go. But some of them were hard. Guys, they like literally make you make shapes with the bingo thing. And I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't tell RJ this, but there was like one game that I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, maybe I know what I'm doing, maybe I don't. I don't know. But I didn't want to tell RJ because he paid all that. Well, it wasn't expensive actually, but he paid for the money. I mean, he paid for the cards, and I didn't want to be like, that one I didn't know if I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. Girl. So okay. So I'm making my prayer list for my mariposa girl. Mari, I will never not see a butterfly and think of you. Every time I see a butterfly now, I think of you. And I like picture you like, for some reason I picture you as the butterfly, like dancing around my yard. Is that weird? I told you guys, I'm like super sensitive. Like, I mean, that's how my mind is. So, okay, Marty, I put him on my prayer list. I'm telling you, it seems like the enemy is trying to attack, and he's coming after our husbands. You notice that, right? I know. And I think because I've never known anybody who loved butterflies, like, she's like my butterfly girl. And is it me or is Bella getting chunky? Bella girl is getting chunky fat. Oh, that's my Bella girl. She's so cute, and she's like a star on YouTube now. All her videos go viral, right? And she be talking. Oh, Bella girl. See, guys, I don't know if you notice how quiet it is in my house, but this, before YouTube, this was my struggle time right here. Being by myself and like in my own head about things, and for a long time I didn't have an outlet. And that lady Tara, what I hope and pray Tara's doing okay. And you know what's crazy? It's funny how the Father works, because I was offended when she first told me she had to back away from me, because she literally was like, I'm gonna have to back away from our friendship. And I was like, how dare you say that to me? You know, but now I'm like, I get it. You know, it took a little while for me to understand, but UPS is here. I think my husband's school book just came in. But she also was like, you should start a YouTube channel and just really just get out of your head. And then I was like, okay. Then I started, because I never used to really watch YouTube. And then when I started like thinking about opening up a channel, then I found Jackie and Marty and all these ladies, and I'm like, I could do this. And this time right here, like when my husband's at work, is the worst for me. Like there's only so much cleaning I can do, you know, like the laundry's in the laundry, the bathroom toilets are clean, the dishes are done, the food's on the stove, and I'm like, what do I do now? And I'd be sitting here like in my head trying to find something to do, and I'd just be like, ah. But I know, right? I love when she puts Bella's little bikini, or what is it? Not a bikini. Not a bikini, but her little tutu on. Okay, guys. Jackie, I have to do 3.5 hours a day of live. If I do that, I'll reach 3,000 watch hours by September 3rd. And your girl can get monetized. Because I'm like, $9 for eggs. Me and RJ broke it down this morning. If a dozen... Here, Cece, come here. You want to say hi, Mama? You want to say hi to the people? That's my girl. That's my mama girl. You're just my little cupcake. You're just my baby. Oh, just mama girl. Guys, I used to bottle feed this little girl. I used to have to like hold her and bottle feed her like a little baby. Hey, Tingle. Oh, that's my boy. Oh, that's my big boy. Yeah. What are y'all doing? Y'all smell my chicken. Now you want my chicken. Y'all go. I'm talking to the ladies. Y'all go play. Go take a nap now. Oh, don't push her. Don't push Itsy girl. Hey, don't push the girl. I don't have nothing, Tango. I don't have nothing. You guys are making a look. My bad. Get out of that trash can. Y'all are being bad today. You want me to tell Papa? Okay, so guys, we went to bingo and it was so hot in there. So hot. So I got like a little bingo list. I need to get like a little personal fan. You know, like those ones that they hang on your neck like this and they like give you cold air like that. But that was one thing. Oh, see, look, the dog's distracted me. I have a list of stuff we were supposed to talk about. Okay, so earlier, me and RJ figured out, because we paid $9 a dozen of eggs, right? That means one egg is 79 cents a piece. We are paying in Georgia 79 cents per egg. Hi, Chicana Queen. Welcome in. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go subscribe. I'm gonna be real. Your girl trying to get monetized, okay? We're gonna be doing 3.5 hours of live from Monday through Thursday. Okay? You guys gotta help me reach that goal because we paying 79 cents an egg here in Georgia. For real though. And okay, bingo is hard. Okay? So you have these bingo cards, right? And then they're like some of the shapes were like they were telling you, okay, this one is shamrock anyway. Someone new to bingo, you're like, shamrock anyway. What is this, code language? I gotta learn terms. So shamrock anyway. So I gotta Google all this stuff to learn. So there was like shapes like this, guys. You had to get like the number here, 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 and here. Like you had to do like that shape. And then there was thank you, Chicana Queen. Thank you so much for subscribing. And then there was one that was like, what was it? Postage stamp. So then you had to go like this. You only get it if you got it like that in the four corners. And then there was one that was like, it was like, you had to get it like this. You had to get it like that. Guys, bingo is hard. And if you don't know the different shapes, and mind you, you still have to mark all the other numbers that they call out. So I'm going to be studying the shapes and the different, the different things. But we didn't win. Not one time did we win. We didn't win one time. But we're going to keep going. We're going to get a membership and keep going. And, maybe one time we win. Maybe not. RJ's mom really enjoyed it. We enjoyed like spending time with her and really just hanging out as a family, because like with our school, it was hard. But then I was like, no, it don't matter if we're going to school. Like we got to make time for family no matter what, And then, guys, I need to get a sunscreen. Yeah. There's these ladies I used to watch called Bingo Babes. And oh my goodness, those ladies be putting it in. They be winning thousands of dollars. And they even show you like when you win, you take that money and you put it back into the bingo fund, because you got to pay to buy the cards, Hey, Chicana Queen. So I don't know. I don't know if you are subscribed to any of the other ladies. If you see her, my moderator, Us Never Them, she's got a great channel too. If you want to head over there real quick and subscribe to her. She's got 3 channels, which you can find all on her page. It's Us Never Them, Reactions Matter, and then Come Eat With Us. And she's got a beautiful family, and she's been vlogging for many, many years. And she is very encouraging. Also, if you look at Marilyn's family vlogs, she also has a wonderful channel. Okay, cool. And she's got a beautiful family, and Marilyn got a big family. So it's Marilyn, her cousin, her husband, her sister, her boys. She has 3 sons and 2 pups, Bella and Roxy. She's got a beautiful family. She does all kinds of content too. Yeah. So we had to make sure like RJ was like, okay, we're gonna spend this much and then that's it, which it wasn't expensive. Like it was $20 for a 9-pack, and each paper had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I want to say each paper had like 13 different bingo cards on it, and you got a 9-pack, so you could play 9 games. And then we bought the early bird pack, which was $7 per pack, and that came with like 5 games. And then so it was like $27 per person, which is not bad. Okay, thanks, Chicana. Thanks, Chicana. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, look, since I've been losing weight, which I'll be real, Jackie, I need to get back on my calorie counting because I'm stuck at 189. Girl, I can't. It's like I walk. Oh, I had to order a new treadmill. So I don't know if you guys shop on Amazon, but when it asks you, have you ever seen like when you buy something, it asks you, okay, Queen. Okay, I'll call her Queen. All right, Queen. But you know when you buy something on Amazon and it asks you if you want the insurance, right? The Assurion insurance. We usually put no, but RJ had bought the insurance for my little walking pad treadmill that he bought me. And girl, since you had started that, Jackie, remember when you said like you were gonna start walking again? I was like, yeah, me too. I'm gonna start walking again. So I started walking every day on my walking pad, and then the belt got loose. So then I started to try to like tighten the belt. Then when I turned it on, it started saying error. It started giving me an e-message. So then I was like, oh my goodness. And RJ was like, well, we're just gonna have to order you another one. So I got online, and because he had purchased the insurance, girl, they sent me a brand new one for free because it was within the insurance. So I was like, guys, I have to tell everybody, if you shop Amazon, pay the extra $23 for that insurance because they totally what they did was I sent in what happened, right? The error code. And because it was within the 2-year period, they didn't even ask any questions. And I was like already willing to like send it back. I was already thinking like, how am I going to send this treadmill back? I'll have to buy a box, whatever. But like, I was so surprised. It was such an easy process. So like the first treadmill cost, it was only like $290, which is a great buy, especially like if you've ever looked at the other treadmills, like the Nordic, because I wanted to get one of those big Nordic ones. Those things are like $2,000. So when me and my husband found the walking pad for like $290, I was like, hey, Victor, yeah, we talk about politics. You can talk about whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, what's up? What do you want to talk about? Because I'm going to be real with you. But, so yeah, they sent me a brand new one. Well, what they did was they sent the money. They sent the whole money that I purchased the walking pad for. It was $295. They put that right onto an Amazon gift card, and I was able to go on there and find another one. So I bought the exact same one because the one that I had lasted for 3 years. And well, it lasted for 2 years. And so I was thinking like, well, I'll use this one, buy the insurance again, and if it goes kaplunk, then I'll just get another one, like the same thing. So I was like, I got to tell everybody that insurance actually really works. I didn't know that. And I'm wondering how many things have I thrown away and bought the insurance, but never really looked like into like getting another, or you know what I'm saying? Yes. Because girl, I was like, Jackie, I was like, okay, um, I always tell my husband, you don't need the insurance. That's a scam. They're just trying to make you pay more money, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm like, get the insurance. Cause I mean, they put that gift card on my Amazon account within hours. I thought it was going to be like a whole week or maybe a month. It was like, I got an email and they're like, your money's on your Amazon. Feel free to use it to buy another walking pad. And I was like, girl, I already got my walking pad, the new one set up. I've been walking on it. I've been using my my bike over here, my Peloton. Well, it's not a Peloton, but it's, you know, you see that bike, and then my Total Gym. But I got to get back on my calorie counting because I've been stuck at 189. But it is because I started eating carbs again, like a few carbs. Like I started eating rice and sweet potato, and I really need to cut that back because I still have this long haul right here. And you know, the more fat you can get off of your core, the better it is for like your liver and stuff, you know. Do Americans still believe that Trump is a good president? Well, Victor, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I read the Bible, right? And what my Bible tells me is that no matter who is the president, that things are not going to get better, that they're supposed to get worse, right? So if you keep up with scripture, then you know in Revelations that it says that there's going to come a time when we can't even afford to buy bread, right? It's going to cost a day's wages, right? So no matter who the president is, times are not supposed to get better. They're only supposed to get worse. So that's how we believe. Like whoever's in office was ordained by the Father in heaven to be in office, but there ain't supposed to be no reprieve or relief. Like if you don't believe in scripture, then what do you have to hold on to? Hey Sarth, welcome in. I'm doing well. This is everyday life. I'm just trying to make it out here like everybody else. If you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe to my channel. And guys, I'm just, it's everyday life. I'm be honest, I'm trying to get my channel monetized. So I have a goal. I'm working on 3.5 live hours every day, Monday through Thursday. And we're going to try to knock out this 3,000 watch hours for September 3rd. And we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. So you guys come on here and talk to me, and we'll hang out, Let's see. Bingo. I need to get a fan, like a little mini fan that I can take with me, because guys, I don't know anywhere else, but this bingo hall was a lot of old ladies, right? Just a lot of veterans' wives hanging out, and it was hot. It was humid. It's like the air didn't kick on until like maybe an hour before we left. We got there at 4:30. We didn't leave till like 8:30. And I was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 40 years old, and so I'm going through perimenopause, like, and so my hormones are up and down, and I have like little bursts of heat sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh, it's hot. So I need to look for a cute like fan that I can hang around my neck, or put like, it's battery operated and I can put like on my table, or yeah. And then also I need snacks, healthy snacks. You know what, Victor? I'm not here to be able to answer all your problems, but I'm gonna tell you what. There are promises in scripture that tell you why you want to keep on going in life, because this ain't it. Like what you see here right now, this ain't it. What you're supposed to be striving for is for the life that comes after this, right? A lot of people want to say, oh, you only live once, like you don't live past this. And I'm like, I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face about this, but you have to come to faith and an understanding in your own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want me to tell you? You ain't gonna get no pity party here, because we all going through this life, together, and it's hard for everybody. So you got to make that choice on your own. Wow, Chicana, 3 miles. Now, do you do like a brisk, do you do a brisk walk to get your heart rate up, or do you just do like a nice, calm 3-mile walk? Thank you, Black Mesa. Please subscribe to my channel and hang out with us. I don't even know, guys. Do you have a calculator with you? What is 100 minutes? Like, how long have I been on here? Okay, so 60 minutes is an hour. So 60 and 60 would be 120. That'd be 2 hours. So then 120 plus 60 is, let's see. Okay, so we got 80 more minutes. We got 80 more minutes. All right, so it's summer here in America. Brisk walk. So what is your, like, do you measure your heart rate? Like, what is the highest heart rate that you've gotten to? Because, girl, I'm telling you, after that whole diabetes thing that I had to go through, I don't even like my heart to be like, like, I think the most heart rate that I like is like 120, 125, 127. But once my heart rate gets there, I start backing down a little bit, and then I'll go up a little bit and then back down. Because I don't know if it's like perimenopause or what, but like if my heart rate gets like, you know, another thing is like, Queen, is I went through Xanax withdrawal, and I don't know if you've ever been through benzodiazepine withdrawal or known anybody who's ever gone through that, but that junk was no joke. And my heart rate, like I'd be sitting there and then all of a sudden have a panic attack. My heart rate would jump from like a resting 76 and it would jump to like 140. And so anytime I feel like my heart's starting to like, you know, I'm like, I don't know. I know it's all in my head, but you know what, guys, we got to go downstairs. I don't have anything taken out for dinner. So yeah. Oh, and there's a box outside. Look, I was crying earlier with my girl Jackie. Let's go get this mail that the mailman left. And let's take out some meat for dinner. Let's see if these fat dogs need to go out. You guys gotta go pee pee poo poo? Come on, you gotta go pee pee poo poo. Come on, fat girl. Get your ball. Tango, you better stop peeing on my porch. Me and you are gonna go some rounds. Come on, Titsy. Come on, get your ball. Get your ball. All right, well, you stay inside. Come on. Oh, Sierra. Yeah, that's a good heart rate. I remember I was watching somebody's channel and they were like, their heart rate got up to 170. Tango. You guys hear him choking back there? But she was like, I was on the stair climber, my heart rate got to 170. And I was like, I think you have a medical condition. Your heart rate should not be 170. Man, I've been wanting to go swimming, guys. The pool is open at the base. But RJ has been working. Vigorous. She kind of said she's a vigorous walker. I wonder if Jackie's still here. Jackie, tonight you need to, when you guys go on a walk, you and your husband need to go buy some steaks and some green salad, like spinach. I'm telling you. Wait, wasn't it your husband that said he doesn't like steak? I don't remember. Hang on, Sierra. I gotta go get this mail for Daddy. So Chicana, do you have? You do? You play bingo? Do you have a YouTube channel? Hold on, I'm trying to get my stick, my vlog stick. Sorry, hang on. Uh-oh. Sorry. I love it. Chicana. Oh my goodness, girl. I need like a tutorial of all like the different shapes. That's hard. I left my salmon out. Ooh, I thought it cut off on me, guys. Chicana, do they change the games? Like, is it, or is it like, will they do the same shapes all the time, or do they change it all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to get my vlog stick right because I gotta go outside to get the mail. What are you guys cooking for dinner? I gotta take out some meat. Should I leave it like this and then put this here like this? There, that's better. All right, let's go outside and grab this mail. We got to go downstairs, change the laundry. Oh, really? Oh, that would be so cool if they did that here. And I don't know, because this was my first time going. And hopefully they stay the same, because those patterns are hard to learn. School book came in. Oh, there's so much work I need to do out here, guys. I haven't planted anything in my garden this season. You know what? While I'm out here, let's water the plants. Let's see if RJ has the hose. Uh-oh. The neighbor's dog is out. Hold on. I don't even have my gun on me. And that dog has been known to cross the street. Guys, I think people out here be trusting their animals too much. I'm like, dogs are dogs, and they don't have a mind of their own. And that is a big German Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? Look, we don't play, for sure. Not this house. So, let me... What, name a few of the patterns? What about Shamrock Anyway? Right, that was one. The postage stamp. Hang on, let me grab the water hose. Guys, we're outside watering the plants. I want to go swimming so bad. Like, this would be the perfect time at 4 o'clock. Because the sun is not, you know, so hot. Hola, Liz. Hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Mira, yo estoy afuera con la manguera. Está bien, mija. ¿Qué estás cocinando para la cena? I'm watering my figs. I think I need to plant something in here. It's jalapeno season. She was on here for a while, Liz. She was on here for a long time earlier. It's 3 o'clock there. She's probably getting dinner ready for her baby. have the cat food thing. Let me throw this inside so I can wash off my picnic table so we can sit outside. Guys, I hear you gotta check for black widows and everything when on your picnic tables. So I always come out here, if I want to sit out here, I'm gonna spray it off. Okay, Chicana, I'll be back on, y'all, if it be the Father's will, tomorrow. Like I said, Monday through Thursday, I'm gonna do 3.5 hours. So we can get monetized, girl, because, you know, I'm trying to buy some organic eggs. You feel me? But I'm just gonna keep it going while I'm doing some chores outside. I gotta go get some meat from downstairs. All right, Chicana, thank you so much for coming in and subscribing. And hopefully you can share some more bingo information with me. Yes, and brown recluses, girl. Liz, I should show you some of the spider traps my husband has downstairs in the basement. I don't know if they're brown recluses, but they look like it. I'm like, that's the only way I'm gonna come out here and sit is if I can see. Like right now, I'm gonna get on my knees. Yes, I'm gonna get on my knees and look under here, cause man, I have heard some stories. And look, there's a spider web right there. Okay, now let me get some soap, some Dawn soap, and so I can, like, you know, scrub the table real quick, because I'm setting up my workspace, guys. We're gonna be outside the next few days. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some Dawn soap. The water came in the house. Well, at least I know now that that seal ain't what it's supposed to be. Hey guys, welcome in. I'm just cleaning off my picnic table. Trying to set me up an area so when we vlog this week, we have somewhere to come out here and sit. So I just put some Dawn down. Look, and it's coming right up. Guys, I'm trying to make sure there's no spider webs. All right, now let's drag this thing back over here. Okay, so I got my patio or garage, whatever you want to call it. I got it clean. I cleaned off my picnic table so we can start coming out here and sitting. So when I do my 180 minutes of YouTube a day, now let's go inside and do some chores because we got 40 minutes left, and I'm sure my husband's gonna be like, I'm coming home, and then I'm like, oh, the house is dirty, I haven't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. We wash my hands real quick. Then we go downstairs. Then we'll go downstairs, get some meat out of the fridge. Let that defrost. Hang on. Guys, I got water inside the house on the floor because this seal right here is not. Okay. Let's take this towel downstairs. Let's go get some meat and change the laundry downstairs. And as far as I'm concerned, the dogs can stay outside because they've been trying to run my life, guys. For real. They're dogs. I be treating them like they're babies. So let's get downstairs. I'm gonna see what meat we have. I think I'm gonna try to do some more chicken and rice. RJ loves chicken and rice. Clean this while we come down. It's kind of dark down here, so you're not gonna be able to see me very well. So I don't think the fish have had any light today. forgot my basket upstairs. I forgot my basket upstairs. I have a whole load of laundry up here I need to fold. Hang on. We'll come back up and do that after I get this meat out. Guys, I'm doing some laundry real quick, and then I gotta get some meat to defrost, and then clean up upstairs. Okay, let me see what I have in the freezer. What do we have? I hope we have some drumsticks. Chicken thighs, okay. What is this? Are these both wings? Wings and drumsticks. Yes, drumsticks. Okay. Hey, just getting it done. Hey girl, I am downstairs in our basement slash downstairs getting some meat out of the freezer. So yes, how are you? Are you having a good day? Please subscribe to my channel. Girl, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm trying to get monetized, okay? I'm trying to get my 3,000 watch hours in, and I have a goal this summer, and I'm gonna hit it if it be the Father's will in heaven. My channel is just me, my husband, my mother-in-law, my newly discovered biological mother. If you want to go watch those vlogs on my channel, I just got reconnected with her from being in foster care. I'm 40 years old. Have all that information on my vlogs, and this is just a channel where we come, have a safe space to talk, hang out, do some chores, and grow old together, girl, because we all trying to make it through life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you know, like we know, we paying 79 cents per egg right now, and we could use all the help we can get. So, all right, guys, y'all hang tight. I'm gonna make it up these stairs. Hang on. I'm gonna make it up these stairs. Let's see if I can. Okay. Thanks, Just Getting It Done Tribe. I appreciate you. If you can go, can you comment on one of my videos so I can go check out your video as soon as I'm off my live? If you have a YouTube channel, I'll share the love. Okay, we made it upstairs. That's okay. I'm sure you'll have tons of content soon. One thing I've learned about YouTube is post content. Even if you make like little shorts throughout your day, like 8-minute shorts, 8-second shorts. I need people active daily. Any daily check-in, it would be perfect for you. What do you mean? Are you offering me a job? Okay, so we got, oh, okay, thank you so much. I'm new to this. I am so new to YouTube. Maybe under a year. I'm still learning how to like work it all out, you know, but I'm learning. I have already got 2 copyright strikes for listening to music. Oh, okay, let me write that down. I'm a note taker, so let me write that down real quick. Hang on. Okay, Just Getting It Done Tribe. Okay, you can tell by my channel name what it's all about. Right, just getting it done. Making those goals and knocking it out. Accountability group. Absolutely. All right, look. Just Getting It Done crew. Accountability group. Putting it on my fridge right now. You can be the witness. All these notes, anytime I put sticky notes around my house, before the end of the night, I like to go and make sure, you know, like, oh, getting it done. Right, okay. Matter of fact, I need to write a few more while I'm standing here. Oh, thank you. And we just came off of Pentecost. And girl, I have been making the 2 wave loaves with the ephah, right? And tell me why. Those loaves are huge. Each year it surprises me how big the loaf is for the, you know, the 2/10 of an ephah. I need people to come into my post section and start being active daily and in my shorts when I make them. Absolutely. I will absolutely support you. I need people to, okay. When I start having content, I will have you as a guest. Absolutely. I would love that. I would love that. And I will start sharing. Do you have at least one video? Not a short, but a video? Well, I think I can create a post with a short as well. But if you have at least one video, I will go on there and attach it to one of my posts for my, community can go check you out. Yes, absolutely. Getting it done tribe, right? I think I put crew, right? Oh no, getting it done tribe, right? Thank you. Girl, you on it. You holding me accountable already. Yes, okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. And see, that's the thing about YouTube. Like, you could subscribe, but unless you reach out, sometimes, like if people don't know where to go look for their subscribers, how do you know? Thank you so much. I'm gonna be 100 transparent. I'm a wife. Me and my husband are both adult college students. I'm almost done with my bachelor's degree in criminal justice administration, and he already has 2 master degrees, and he's working on a 3rd master's degree where he will soon be in his doctorate for addictive family counseling. And so, girl, we just out here trying to make it like everybody else, and if we can be a light in the darkness and share any information that the Father in heaven through his Son has given us, that's what we're here about. Yeah, let's do that in the near future when I make a video. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, just 100. We'll keep it 100 transparent. I actually use YouTube also as an outlet to be creative, and when I'm at home all day by myself, my husband works all day, so it just helps me feel like I'm not in my head all day, and I just really needed that kind of support group to be around me and just kind of get me out of my own head, because I do struggle with anxiety and all that stuff. I've had panic attacks, but we've overcome that in the name of Yahusha. Amen. And so absolutely, I'm gonna be getting on your channel after I knock these 180 minutes out today, because I know that me and my husband are not unfamiliar with setting goals and accomplishing it, because that is the only way we've gotten to this point in life. I give all credit and all praise and glory to our Father in heaven through his Son. And he teaches us, like, you got to be accountable. You have to. You can't just be out here sitting and being like, oh, the Father's going to let it all fall out of heaven into my lap. No, you got to do the work. You show me your faith without work. See what I'm saying? Because it ain't possible. I'm getting my bachelor's too, girl, and I'm a Gen Xer. I don't know what that means. I know you're like referring to age group, but I'm 40. Am I a Gen Xer? I don't know. On the same wave. Okay, well, awesome. I don't see your name, but my name is Iris. And girl, I just signed up for 4 summer classes, which my summer classes are gonna start like, oh my goodness, I think they start tomorrow. Tuesday? Wednesday. Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? Today's Tuesday, right? Girl, I don't even know what day it is right now. But yeah, so I start my summer classes, girl. And so see, look, now finally someone who can relate to being in college. They just transferred all of our schoolwork from Blackboard over to Canvas. So now I'm like, which I'm familiar with Canvas because the Texas University that I was going to was on Canvas. But I'm already like, I love you, girl, because, when you're in college and you can like, share the same plight of like professors and the staying organized. It's a whole thing. Amen. Amen. To the glory of our Father in heaven. Or whether it's washing a dish or starting a business or ministry, no matter what it is, our goal, no matter what it is, our goals are to bring glory to the Father, if done with the right intent. That's right. I'm Susie. Okay, Susie. So are you an online student too? Or are you like, do you go to the actual college? Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I have a passion for criminal justice, mostly focused towards juvenile justice because I was a foster child and I did grow up in the juvenile justice court system. and there wasn't a lot of advocates for us, you know, and I felt like there was a gap between knowing the system and someone who actually grew up in the system. And a lot of my caseworkers, lawyers, and you know, team management, they couldn't relate to me because they weren't a foster child. So I hope, to the glory of the Father in heaven, my hope is that I will receive my criminal justice administration bachelor's degree to continue on to my master's, and then also obtain a master's in social work, and also get a doctorate in counseling, so that I can help one person. I think as Christians, or I feel like as believers, we try to look for the masses, and sometimes the Father has us focused on one person, and then we're trying to do so much, you know. And I always say that if I could just help one child succeed in knowing who the Father in heaven is and understanding the mercy of the Creator Son. And I use the Hebrew names Yahusha for the Savior, and I use Yahuwah, which is Hebrew for the Father in heaven. So yeah, girl. Yeah, Susie, I'm excited. Yes, I do too. I absolutely too. Okay, so you're online. Awesome. So you know the struggle, girl. Yes. Yes. That's why my housework, it gets a little out of control. And I have 2 dogs, 2 very big dogs. He's Siberian Husky. So, you know, my chores sometimes come last, but my husband understands that, and that's all that matters, right? Like, I'm trying to get it done. I haven't made my bed. I have a basket full of laundry here. I just brought up. I got a load in my room I need to knock out. I got dishes in the sink, and I still got to cook dinner. And it's already 4:50. So I am about to put this in my oven to defrost right now. I hope so. Whatever the Father says, you know, whatever path he has us on, that's the path I'm going to follow. Because if, girl, we don't even know. He could crack the sky tomorrow, and that'd be it. And they'd be like, okay, let's go, you know. But no, we know. There's still a few more things that need to happen in prophecy for that to happen. But Susie, speaking of hitting our goals, I'm at 167 minutes. So I only need 20 more minutes for hitting my goal today, girl. How about that for accountability? So I'm going to get in here into my room, if I can carry this basket of clothes. And we're going to sit on the floor and fold some laundry. Oh, now you got a partner in crime with the online school. I've been praying for Christians Fellowship that is also in school in my age group. How old are you? I'm 40. I just turned 40 in January. Yes, girl. And let's see. Let me see what classes I'm taking. I have a list right here. Hey, Susie, quick question. I hope I'm not keeping you if you're busy. Hey, do you have a MacBook Pro, or do you use HP for your schoolwork? Because, you know, I wanted to get a MacBook because I have the Apple phone, I have the Apple tablet, and I wanted to get the Apple laptop. So, because sometimes when we have to do like discussion boards and you have to like record yourself, and I can't send my Apple phone video to my HP because the technology doesn't work, whatever. But I was wondering, like, do you have a MacBook? Do you use one? Is it worth the money? I mean, it's going to be about the same price as my HP Envy, but you know, just wondering from one student to another, is it worth the investment? Okay, girl, so this semester, summer 1, I am taking, oh, by the way, my grade point averages is a 3.8. How about that? Fancy, right? Summer 1, I am taking criminal procedures, and then criminal justice social research. That sounds interesting. And then, oh, check this out. Summer 2, I picked interpersonal communication. Yes, please, because I need interpersonal communication skills. And then diverse populations. That's my favorite stuff, like diverse populations, interpersonal communication. What was one that I just took? I just took a race and ethnicity class. That one was super fun. Oh, stop it, girl. You need to be happy about your age. Think about it. The Father blessed you with life, right? Let's be let that be a blessing. Let me go get a pillow to sit on. Oh, okay. Well, girl, don't let me keep you. I got things I gotta get done. I don't want to keep you. Look, I just forgot. What was I coming in here to get? A pillow for my butt. A Microsoft. Yeah, I use an HP. I was just wondering because I want to make the investment, but you know, because I like to vlog, you know. Let me grab my home defense since I'm in the back room and my door is open right here. Gotta have that home defense. Hey, Mayor, how are you? Please go subscribe to the channel and hang out with us. We're just getting some things done. We are, hey, yeah, that's a great name. Just Getting It Done Tribe. Just getting some laundry folded. No, it's not worth the money. I would record your stuff on a Microsoft-based computer. No, just record from your laptop. Well, I use my iPhone because, girl, I went and splurged on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's got like a whole terabyte of storage. So, and look what I bought. For no reason, I will tell anybody. Look, I bought one of these vlogging kits, the GoPro Hero. Don't waste your money, okay? Because, I mean, that's a nice thing if you're going to like do like little short vlogs, but that battery runs out in 30 minutes. So I had to go buy like a whole bunch of extra batteries. Yeah, for real. No, but I don't like the GoPro. I like my cell phone better because look, I've been on here for 167 minutes, almost 3.5 hours. My battery life is top notch, which all you iPhone users, if you've been noticing your cell phone batteries not lasting all day or 2 days, you're not charging it with the right charger. I just found out that you have to use the charger that comes with your phone in order for your battery to charge all the way up. All those other cords will not charge your iPhone according to how, you know, the battery capacity. Oh yeah, I used to be Android. Yeah, I used to be Android. But I did Instacart for a long time, and when Instacart like upgraded their platform, they told me and my husband, they sent us emails that we had to like upgrade our cell phones in order to work the app. And at that time it was the Android Galaxy or the iPhone, so we just went over to the iPhone. And so and I had the iPhone 12, and then we upgraded to the iPhone 16 Pro Max because they had a promotion, and then I was like starting to vlog Uber Eats. Really? Yeah, girl. My husband is a contractor for Walmart, so he does Walmart Spark. That's what he does, and he's been working with them for like 4 years. He loves it. Like, as a veteran, he's a veteran. He did his 10 years in the military. He loves it because he can go to work whenever he wants. He can work the app all day long, or he can come home, you know? He doesn't have to like punch a clock and be on somebody else's time schedule. So he really enjoys that. And I do Instacart, you know. I'll do like an order here and there just to keep my, you know, just to keep my whatever active. I was trying to get some more light. Have you applied online? They always have openings. Well, I guess you're right. I guess it depends on where you live. You teach children how to read? That is amazing. Susie, you're just doing all kinds of amazing things. Praise Yah. Praise Yahweh in heaven. Like, that's what it's supposed to be about, right? Like, loving each other and teaching each other. Oh, yeah? I live in Georgia. Yeah. Our city's pretty saturated, and it's really crazy because where we live, there's like, okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have like 4 Walmarts. We have 3 super centers and like 5? No. Where's the marketplace? Oh, yeah. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 3 super centers and 2 marketplaces. And there may be another one. I don't know. But our town is saturated with workers too. But when my husband got in, girl, he got in and kept that one. Because he likes it, you know? Yeah, I'm in Georgia. Susie, do you be studying the, do you study the, like, you know, the signs of the time? The reason I say that is because here recently, there have been some earthquakes in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? You know what the Savior told us in Matthew. He said, when you see earthquakes in diverse places, know that the time is drawing near. And tell me why it was on the news that South Carolina had an earthquake and here in middle Georgia. I'm like, me and my husband are like, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Man, sometimes you just gotta kick the dogs out. Like, they have been on my butt all summer. All summer. Summer just started. But it's my fault. I've spoiled my dogs. For real. They're like that because of me. For real. I spoil my puppies because I love them. They're my babies. Folding laundry, guys. Folding laundry. I'm so happy. My first day. So now we had a big one 10-ish years ago in North Carolina where I love to. Looking so cute. And Susie, let's talk about the snow, girl. I've been here 10 years and, you know, I'm a Texas girl. I was born and raised in Texas, like South Texas. There was no snow. No snow. And Have you seen my vlog about the snow that happened here? That was insane. Well, if you live in North Carolina, like north, you get snow up there, right? It felt like a straight up scene out of what is that movie? Tomorrow Never Ends, or what is it with Jake Gyllenhaal? What's that movie? Tomorrow Never what is it called? I forget what it's called. It's gonna be stuck in my head now. But yeah, Susie, the end of the world as we know it is happening soon. You can feel it. Can't you feel it in your bones? Like, can't you feel it in your being? Like, there's so many more people like wanting to come to the true name, the Hebrew name, and you know, like wanting to observe Sabbath and wanting to like learn the commandments, like. And I don't know about you, Susie, but we don't adhere. Yes, Yahusha is coming, girl. Use his Hebrew name, okay? Because if you know, like I know, that J was never created. That J was created in 18. Now, don't quote me on this, but it was made in the 1800s, right? Yes. Oh, I'm for it, girl. Use his true name. There's so many scriptures about those who call on the name of Yahusha or Yeshua. It doesn't matter, Yahusha, Yeshua, you know, however you want to pronounce it. But they both mean salvation. And people are like, they call us sacred namers. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why wouldn't you want to keep the name of our Savior sacred? Right? Why is that a bad thing? Because I don't know if you remember in Luke chapter 10:17, mark my words, Luke 10:17, when our Messiah sent out the 70, right, to go cast out demons and devils and all that and heal the sick, the 70 came back and they were like, Yahusha, by your name, we cast out demons. They scatter, they run. And he's like, don't marvel. But why wouldn't the enemy want to attack the name of our Messiah if it casts out demons, right? Come on. Just like we were talking earlier, in the garden, what did the enemy attack Eve with? Okay? He attacked Eve with something that he's been attacking all of us with here lately a lot. He attacked Eve with food. And he's still doing it to this day because it worked. It worked. But I don't get hung up on it though. Yeah, me and my husband don't either. We don't be like forcing people like, oh, you're not of the Messiah if you're not using the true name. Because before we had the Hebrew name, we were using Jesus, and there was many miracles and mercies that were poured out on us through that name. So we're like, hey, everybody's got to search for their truth. We know who our truth is, and you know, if people want to know, absolutely. But we're not like, oh, you know, like those Hebrew Israelite movements where they're like, girl, I can go on and on about that because that's crazy. Because we are not a part of that. A lot of people think because I'm married to an African-American man and he wears the Zizits that he's one of those Hebrew Israelite movement people. And I'm like, no, he's not. Okay? We just follow scripture. Because those people are mean. And racist, by the way. Salvation, girl. And that's another one. You know, his name literally translates to salvation. So you could even call him, the way, the truth, the light, the life. You know, you could call him the morning star. You can call him the rock. You could call him the door. There's so many names that you can call him by. You're absolutely right. That's what me and my husband did. Girl, we came up out of those man-made sanctuaries and we got into that Bible. Because, you know, the scripture says his word will remain. It will never change. So we started getting into our scriptures and we started from the beginning. And we haven't looked back. And I'm telling you, blessing upon blessing upon blessing. He gives you understanding of scripture, of his, you know, there's sometimes still that I'd be reading the scriptures and I'm like, oh, it just hit, like it hit me like a brick. Like I finally understood that part. But yes, Susie, I'm going to hold myself accountable. Thank you, sis. You brought me joy. And I promise I'm going to go after. Guess what, Susie? I just hit 180 minutes. That means I did my 3.5 hours, girl. Talk about just getting it done. Hashtag getting it done, tribe. We did that today. Because I'm gonna be doing Monday through Thursday, 3.5 hours so I can get monetized by September 3rd. If it be the Father's will. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he says about it. Yes. Hi, Jewel. Welcome in. Yes, good work. And we're able to talk about scripture. I was able to confess my Messiah and my Father before man. And that's another goal. Like if I'm going to be on YouTube, I'm going to be confessing my Savior and my Father in heaven, because I don't know about you, Susie, but I need all the mercy, you know, that I can get, and all the grace. And the scriptures say that if we confess him before man, he will confess us before the Father. And I'm like, all the world needs to know that I'm a believer in Yahusha HaMashiach and in our Father in heaven, Yahweh Sevo. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I will confess him before the world. Amen, girl. And that's another thing, like on my page, on my description, I'd be telling people to email me if they want a Bible, because that's another ministry that we do. We like to put some money aside to order Bibles for people. And like, I don't like order boxes of Bibles and then pass it out. I like to go and like order a personalized Bible on Amazon and send it like directly to people. That's another thing that we do, which we've been doing that way before YouTube. So, but that's just another way. If and when I get monetized by YouTube, that's just another way to be able to give back to the assembly, you know? I feel like I need to sit on the floor more, because I think as Americans, we don't sit on the floor enough. Like in other countries, they sit on the floor and they have like really good muscle in their legs and in their backs, and they're strong, you know, because they sit on the floor. And I feel like, yeah, that's, if there's one way you want to build up muscle in your body, sit on the floor, because getting up and down off the floor, you are going to build some muscle. We are going to be great friends. I hope so. Hi, MS. Yo, what's up? I'm thinking about cold approaching women tomorrow on the streets. Any tips? Well, what are you going to be approaching women about? I love sitting on the floor. The only thing I'm not used to, Susie, is like my ankle, like, you know, that ankle bone? That hurts still. Like, maybe if I just keep sitting on the floor, I'll get just trying to flirt, get their number. Well, I gotta go get showered and gotta cook dinner. All right, love. Thank you, sis, for hanging out with me and encouraging me. I promise I'll go check you out as soon. I'm gonna let this run up to 200 minutes, so I got 20 more minutes. But I loved hanging out with you so much, Susie. Thank you for hanging out with me. And girl, we gonna just keep getting it done. No, MS, your actions are not ungodly. You're just like, okay, so really think about it, right? Women who are out on the street, okay, for let me just give you some examples. If I'm out on the street, I'm already anxious, right? Because I have to walk in public. I have to figure out, and most people who are out in public have a goal of where they're going. So their minds are focused on where they're going to be going. So I would say that, like, trying to communicate with women out on the street like that is not a good idea, because you're going to get brushed off a lot, because people who are out there are focused on where they need to be and what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest that you go to places to hang out where women are. Like, okay, like coffee houses, right? Like Starbucks. People go there, drink coffee, sit down. They're sitting down in a more relaxed atmosphere. They're not rushing to get somewhere. Adam and Eve, they were in the garden. Eve was created from Adam, so that's how they met. She was bones of his bones and flesh of his flesh. Trust Yahweh for who he wants you with. Yeah, and that's another thing. She's totally right. Susie's absolutely right. You have to pray. Like, if you're wanting a spouse, even if you don't know who your spouse is going to be, you have to start praying for them. Because I prayed for a husband not knowing that who my husband is today was going to be my husband. But I started praying and asking the Father, like, please, I'm ready for my husband. Like, as a woman, I knew my place. Like, I'm a woman who knows, like, I'm less than a man. And I'm okay saying that, because I know that I'm weaker than a man. I was created from a man's flesh. Like, so I know as a woman, my purpose is to serve my husband. Well, and honestly, it's to serve my true husband, who is the Father in heaven, who's our true protector and our true provider. But he gave us husbands to provide and protect us here on earth. So I started praying for my husband way before I even knew who my husband was going to be. Well, you know, you gonna live your life the way you want to, MS. You know, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? I'm just, you know, a voice in the wilderness telling you that the Creator is real. His Son is real. And there's rest and peace in his, you know, in his mercy. So oh, I can't wait to see. Jackie, guess what? I reached 180 minutes. Girl, can you do me a favor? Can you double check? Is 180 minutes 3.5 hours? Because I figured out last night, like I told you, I sat down and I figured out that if I do 3.5 hours every day, Monday through Thursday until September 3rd, I will have reached, not including my other vlogs and putting, like, you know, like little shorts and snippets up, but I'll reach my 3,000 hours. But can you verify if 180 minutes is 3.5 hours? Girl, and I'm going to be sitting on the floor more because I want to build up my strength in my body. Like, I was telling a girl in here earlier, Susie, I was like, I feel like as Americans, we don't sit on the floor enough. I don't. See, I need you to help me. Okay, right? They were like, uh-oh. Oh, that I need to hang that up right there. Girl, I gotta get some new chores. I'm at the point where I've lost so much weight that I'm folding the tops of my chores over so they can stay up. Oh, so smart. Oh my goodness. See, I told you I don't know everything. No. I can't wait. Did you vlog Maya's and Angelique's box braids? I want to see them. I can hang that up. Let's see. I'm ready not to do that. Jackie, what did you make for dinner? Yeah, I understand. Okay, okay. I see how quiet it is here all day. I threw the dogs out, girl. They were, you know, they'd be under me all day long. Every time a car passes, they think it's RJ and they just be making a mess. And my house smells like dog. I'm not kidding. They go in and come out and go in and get out. And then Tango's outside jumping in his pool, coming in, getting everything all wet. And he smells like wet dog. And my house smells like wet dog. And I'm like, get out. You know what I'm saying? Go be a dog. I done spoiled them so much that my dogs don't know that they're dogs. I know. They miss RJ. They miss him all the time. I wonder if they're like that when I'm not here. Which, you know, I'm always here. So they don't have time. They don't know how to miss me. And then they be like crying bloody murder when RJ pulls in the driveway. And I'm like, our neighbors must think we beat our dogs because the way they cry sounds like someone's hurting them. And nobody's touching them. They're just being silly. Hi, Jewel. Jewel, did you subscribe? Okay, you keep coming out and coming back in. Let me know. Did you subscribe to the channel? This is everyday life. You know what I'm saying? We just out here trying to make it like everybody else. Jackie, you sit on the floor a lot, right? Hey, have they fixed that spot in your apartment? I was wondering about that. Have they fixed that yet? And please tell me they fixed it right and didn't just go paint over it. You know what I'm talking about, right? Jackie, do you sit on the floor a lot, right? Cause girl, your legs are strong. And when you be doing work, I remember you on your vlogs. You sit on the floor. Girl, I'm sitting on the floor. I'm trying to get my strength up in my body. I was like, because you know when old people fall, like when they're older, do you know the number one reason they get hurt is because they can't get back up? And I'm like, yeah, because they, you know, when you're old, you just stop working out, I guess. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think they fixed it right. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way up to the ceiling, like up to the roof. And girl, let me tell you, that stuff is dangerous. Have you ever heard of black mold and the dangers it causes? Oh my goodness. There was a whole family, there was a whole court case where this child got sick, and they thought that the parents had killed their child. And come to find out, after doing extensive tests, it was the house they were living in had black mold. I don't know if that means like the color of the mold is black and that's what is black mold, or if it's like a specific type of strain of mold. But I was thinking about, I don't know why that crossed my mind the other day. I think it was because I was watching one of your vlogs and you were like sniffling, or you were like talking about your allergies, and I was like, I wonder if they fixed that mold in her apartment, because that can be dangerous. Yeah. Girl, you hate your legs. Your legs are beautiful and strong. You've got like calf muscles. Girl, I got like this little part like right here in my inner, like right here. That's like just like a pocket of chub. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got like a little pocket of chub right there in the crevices of my knee. Ouch. The reason I was asking about sitting on the floor is because my ankle, girl, that ankle bone on this hardwood floor. No, you got beautiful legs. At least you don't got jiggles like I do. I got jiggle fat on my legs. And like my right leg right now is falling asleep. Yeah, that's good. I think us Americans, we need to sit on the floor more. You know? Build up our leg muscles and stuff. When are you going back up to when are you going back down to Mexico? Hey mom, you're at work? Oh, you went in early, right? Well, not early, but you got there early so you could eat. My mom's birthday is coming up. My mom's birthday's on the 4th, guys. You need to wish, if you can, wish her a happy birthday. I'm not sure just yet. Cake and Maya are going to New York, so I'm trying to see what our schedule is looking like. Oh, that is so cool that one goes with you and the other one goes with. Thank you, Jackie. Mom, they're telling you happy birthday. Man, I want to go to the pool so bad. So bad. RJ's working all week and I want to go to the swimming pool. Hopefully he can be like off early. Maybe we can go at like 4. Jackie, do y'all have a pool where you are? Or do the children like to swim? Girl, I love to be in the water. Look, this is one of my swim towels. Fun fact, I love sharks. Did you know that? I love sharks. I love shark movies. I don't love sharks like I want to pet a shark. I love sharks in the sense like they're so mysterious and dangerous. Like if there's one thing I could say I fear in this world, I just told RJ not to call me. I just told Fat Man not to call me because I'm on live. Girl, I thought about that too, like with the public pools. I'm like, oh my goodness. If somebody pees in the pool and I like swim into it, I'm gonna be so mad. You know what I mean? But I love swimming. I love swimming so much. Girl, my posture's sitting on this floor. I gotta get better. RJ just called. I was like, I told you I was doing live today. What do you want? Fat man working. My fat man out there working. I don't know. I think I need to change our laundry soap. I've been using, I know, yeah. Fat man. That's my fatty. It's my fatty baby. I think I want to change my laundry soap. I don't like the way Tide is smelling lately. It's like super strong. Jackie, what'd you make for dinner? Oh, fat boy Bowen. Mom, we gotta start working on looking for Junior. I want to start looking for Junior. Guys, I'm gonna start looking for my brother. See if we can find him. And see, like, you know, what he's up to, if he needs to get some help, or, you know, what his life is looking like. Chicken flautas and salad. Oh, girl, yes. Please send me some flautas, please. Hey, Jackie, do y'all have a Taco Cabana in Houston? I hope so. Like, my mom was telling me that she had seen him, right? A few years ago, I want to say, but that he didn't look too good. You know, and I don't know, maybe if we find him, like, and he wants help, maybe we can get him into a state-funded rehab or something, you know? For real, I know, it's like fake, right? It's like fake food, like fake Mexican food. But their flautas, girl, and their queso, get out of town. Flautas and queso. And then I thought about calling my son, like my son's stepmom, and reaching out to her to see, like, if she knows where where my son is. I almost said his name. Where my son is. And, like, maybe try to, because, girl, all the fear has been lifted. I'm like, why am I waiting? Like, I think I'm gonna make him some more, yeah, it's fake Mexican food. I think I'm gonna make him some more chicken, like stewed chicken, like I did this morning. And like that. Just some stewed chicken and some brown rice and an avocado on the side. But Jackie, after I fold these clothes, I gotta text you some things I want you to buy for your husband. I know, right? And you know, I could find my daughters too because state regulation, I did open adoptions. So by legally, their parents were supposed to like keep in contact with me, but because you know my life was so chaotic, I didn't keep in contact with them. But I'm like, why wait? You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Iris, get out of your own head. Like, find these people, offer the help you can offer, and like, if they don't want to accept it, then yeah, move on. But at least you won't have to like carry that what if with you forever, you know? Okay, well then I'll get off and I'm gonna text you, Jackie. I'm gonna get off right now anyway. It's been like 2 whatever minutes. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I enjoyed my time on YouTube live, which I will be back if it be the Father's will tomorrow. I don't have a specific time, but we'll do another 3.5 hours tomorrow and we'll just get some more things done and hang out. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Like I always say, we're just living everyday life, trying to make it like everybody else. And I hope that I can be an encouragement to you and to your family. And thank you so much. Thank you to my moderators, Jackie. Thank you to Liz. All you ladies, Madi, thank you for coming in. Love you guys. Bye.